On behalf of the Department of Intercollegiate Athletics and Recreation, the Roundtable Athletic Association, and the James N. Leary Endowed Fund for Leadership, I'd like to welcome you to quarantine edition of our Athletic Awards ceremony. My name is Brett Ford. I'm the Director of Athletic Communications here at Geneseo, and I will be the master of ceremonies of sorts in our quarantine edition of the Athletic Awards banquet today. So this year, obviously, we had to change our format due to the novel coronavirus. We are not able to come together in the Ira S. Wilson Arena as we have in the past to celebrate our student athletes. However, we still want to recognize all the fantastic accomplishments of our student athletes this year and in their careers. So we're trying to keep this short and sweet. We'll honor our winners as best we can. And the physical awards will be distributed to coaches once we return to campus and shipped out from there. So without further ado, please welcome President Denise Battles as she addresses our student athletes.
Greetings from the President's Residence in Geneseo. I'm Denise Battles, and I'm privileged to serve as the college's 13th president. I hope wherever you're watching that you and your family are staying healthy and safe during this very challenging period. None of us could have imagined a couple of months ago that we would be conducting events such as this one remotely. I'm glad technology is allowing at least some level of community in celebrating your athletic commitment and many achievements. Regrettably, the winter and spring seasons were cut short in one way or another for all of you. It greatly pains me to say that. I know that you put in hours of dedicated practice time in the midst of your studies to play a sport you love with your teammates. The men's and women's swimming and diving teams and men's hockey team actually won the SUNYAC championships before things came to a stop, and they were ready to compete in the NCAA championships, many of them as All-Americans. Both men's and women's indoor track teams earned SUNYAC championships and were literally on site at the Division III championship facility when athletic competition was halted. The seasons of other teams had just gotten started with visions of conference championships and regional and national competition before them. But, unfortunately, a formidable opponent entered the picture for all of us. I have no doubt that we would have seen more conference championships this semester, followed by impressive post-conference wins, much like we have seen at Geneseo now for many years. We'll never know how your seasons would have ended, but I do know that you would have continued to compete with dedication and determination, embracing the winning spirit that exemplifies Geneseo's amazingly talented student athletes. You would have persevered, just like you're doing now. I want to give special recognition to the college's senior athletes. The commitment to your teams and the individual honors you have received at Geneseo have been impressive, and even though this season has concluded, you have done much to bring numerous victories and trophies to your teammates and your campus. For that, we thank you and wish you the very best in your future endeavors. I also want to thank the coaches who continue to guide and inspire our remarkable students, and the hardworking athletic department staff members, led by our AD Mike Mooney, who work tirelessly behind the scenes to make this season as meaningful as possible. We owe much of our success to those deeply committed individuals. The student-athlete model is something we can all take pride in. Geneseo admirably reflects the principles and values of Division III competition, and I thank all student-athletes for your exemplary athletic and academic achievements. Thank you, and stay safe.
Thank you, Dr. Battles. Adding to her comments, I would just like to, on behalf of the athletic department, offer my sincerest thank you to our senior student athletes. You guys have given up so much. The ultimate definition of a good teammate is someone who sacrifices for the good of the team. And unfortunately, you guys have been forced to sacrifice this season, and we couldn't be more grateful for all that you have done over 4 years. This senior class has done so much. Over the past 4 years, Geneseo has won the Commissioner's Cup, basically the cumulative standings of the SUNYAC, we have been at the top each of the past 4 years. Geneseo has won 40 SUNYAC championships in the past 4 years, and that's even without the spring of 2020. I know it would have been more had we been able to play out this season. In 2017, we won 9. In 2018, we won a SUNYAC record 13 SUNYAC championships. In 2019, we won 10 conference championships, and this fall and winter combined, we won 8. Typically at our awards banquet, we go through season by season and recap each the successes of each individual program. Unfortunately, we're a little bit crunched for time today, so we won't be going through that. Seniors, you will be receiving your senior plaques. As I said, the coaches will receive those and then distribute those from the campus once we return. So let's move right on to our major awards. We'll start with our academic awards. In the fall of 2019, we had 18 student athletes attain a 4.0 GPA over the course of the fall semester. From men's cross country and track and field, Zachary Goronsky and Sean McEnany. From men's hockey, Nicholas Elia and Conlon Keenan. From men's swimming and diving, Matt Matera and John Wilson. From women's soccer, Sarah Lefroy, Mackenzie Griffin, and Sarah Dunnigan. From women's cross country and track and field, Roshan O'Neill, Olivia Bauman, Sierra Knott. From women's volleyball, Kirsten Colvin and Grace Thomas. From equestrian, Catherine Fedor, Tara Peter, and Jillian Berardi. Congratulations to all of those student athletes on attaining a 4.0 this fall. And now on to our men's and women's team GPA awards. These are the teams with the highest combined GPA throughout their roster. On the women's side, in third, women's track and field. And then first and second were divided by 2 1,000ths of a grade point. In second, women's volleyball with a 3.443. And in first, your team GPA champion for the women, women's soccer with a 3.445. Close race there, women's soccer just coming away with it. On the men's side, in third, men's hockey. In second, men's cross country. And in first, with a team GPA of 3.16, men's swimming and diving. And congratulations to both the women's soccer team and the men's swimming and diving team on their team academic awards. And now we move on to our major departmental awards. Our first award is the Nick Hayes Memorial Award. It's presented to the senior student athlete, male or female, who has the most outstanding contribution to the athletics department in a non-playing capacity. So this will go to a non-student athlete who has given their time to the athletic department. Our nominees this year were Maddie Bird, game operations, Abby Scheffler, game operations, and Chris Zeffel, men's basketball. This year's winner of the Nick Hayes Memorial Award is Chris Zeffel from men's basketball. Chris served as the men's basketball manager for 3 years, was very well respected by the team according to Coach Minton, and Coach Minton had nothing but good things to say about Chris and his service to the team. And Chris will be moving on and continuing his coaching career at the next level. Now we move on to the men's and women's Fred Bright Outstanding Contribution and Leadership Award. This award is presented to the senior student athletes who have significant athletic achievement and have demonstrated a personal commitment to the college's value of service, leadership, community, and excellence. This year's nominees for the Women's Fred Bright Award: Julia Kim from field hockey, Molly Byrne from women's cross country and track and field, and Sam Mendelson, women's volleyball. This year's winner of the Fred Bright Outstanding Female Contribution and Leadership Award: Julia Kim, field hockey. A 3-time All-SUNYAC selection, 2-time SUNYAC Defensive Player of the Year, and 2-time All-American, Julia Kim served as captain for each of the past 2 years for the Geneseo field hockey team. This year, the Knights won a program record 19 games. They won the SUNYAC title and advanced to the NCAA Sweet 16 for the first time in program history. According to Coach McConnell, Julia's accomplishments and contributions to the field hockey program cannot be seen in just reviewing her statistics. Julia is one of the main reasons why the field hockey program was so successful this year. The combination of her leadership, talent on the field, and will to win made the difference when it came to game-changing moments throughout the season. Congratulations, Julia. Now we move on to the Men's Fred Bright Outstanding Contribution and Leadership Award. Our nominees this year are Sean McEnany, Men's Cross Country and Track and Field; Augie Holkamp, Men's Lacrosse; and Terrence Rogers, Men's Basketball. Our winner of this year's Fred Bright Male Outstanding Contribution and Leadership Award is Augie Holkamp, Men's Lacrosse. Augie was a 2020 team captain of the men's lacrosse team. He was also in the athletic department emerging and veteran leaders program. From an academic standpoint, Augie led the Adirondack Cup Challenge team. It was a small cap investment challenge team that managed a hypothetical $1 million diversified portfolio over 8 months. The team placed second out of 24 schools with a 30% return. He was the assistant vice president of the Student Managed Investment Fund. That is a fund on campus that manages a small endowment from the school and invests that into different markets. He was also team captain of the Chartered Financial Analyst Research Challenge, where they submitted a 30-page investment research paper and a presentation, and they were first in the paper and second in the presentation in the Western New York Regional. He assisted in the interview process for the new Dean of the School of Business, Dean Zuckerman. He's attended alumni networking events in New York City. He won the FEI Scholarship Award in 2018 and has been a Relay for Life participant, an annual leaf raking participant. He's coached at youth clinics, walked for Amy, the Teresa House Walk, and several other volunteering opportunities with community service. Augie will graduate this year with a degree in business administration. Congratulations, Augie. Now we move on to another extremely important award, the Men's and Women's Scholar Athlete Award. We'll start with the Dr. Myrtle Merritt Women's Scholar Athlete Award, presented to the senior female student athlete who has the most outstanding combination of athletic achievement, grade point average, and academic honors in her career. Let's meet our nominees. From Women's Cross Country and Track and Field, Molly Byrne. From Women's Track and Field, Alexa LaPierre. And from Women's Soccer, Taylor Clare. Our winner of this year's Dr. Myrtle Merritt Scholar Athlete Award is Taylor Clare, Women's Soccer. On the athletics side, Taylor has led the women's soccer team to 3 NCAA tournament appearances, including SUNYAC championships in 2017 and 2018. The Knights advanced to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament in 2017. She is one of only 9 players in conference history to be named a 4-time first-team all-conference selection each year, 2016, 17, 18, and 19. In 2019, she was named SUNYAC Defensive Player of the Year. She's also a 4-time all-region selection with 2 first-team all-region selections. Academically, Taylor was a 3rd-team Scholar All-American selection in 2018. She was SUNYAC Women's Soccer Scholar Athlete of the Year. She's a 3-time COSIDA Academic All-District Women's Soccer Team selection, and a 4-time member of the SUNYAC Commissioner's Academic Honor Roll. Congratulations, Taylor. Now on to the Men's Scholar Athlete Award. The Dr. Dan Mullen Scholar Athlete Award is presented to the senior male student athlete who has the most outstanding combination of athletic achievement, grade point average, and academic honors in his career. Our 3 nominees this year: Augie Holkamp, men's lacrosse. Sean McEnany, men's cross country and track and field. And John Wilson, men's swimming and diving. This year's winner of the Dr. Dan Mullen Scholar Athlete Award, Sean McEnany, men's cross country and track and field. Sean McEnany is our Scholar Athlete of the Year. He has won 6 individual SUNYAC championships. He's helped the team to 10 out of 11 possible SUNYAC championships between cross country, indoor, and outdoor track and field. He's a 5-time national qualifier, a 2-time All-American, a 6-time academic All-American, 4-time SUNYAC Runner of the Year, 5-time SUNYAC Scholar Athlete of the Year, and has been on the President's List 3 times. With a 3.95 cumulative GPA, Sean will graduate with a degree in English in spring. Now we move on to the Men's and Women's Athlete of the Year Award. Kind of self-explanatory in its title. The Athlete of the Year goes to the female and male student athlete, regardless of class year, who had the most outstanding athletic accomplishments in 2019 and 2020. We'll begin with our Women's Award. Let's meet our nominees. From Women's Track and Field, Emily Lavarnway. From Field Hockey, Julia Kim. Women's Cross Country and Track and Field, Jenny Corcoran. Women's Swimming and Diving, Sam Reichman. Women's Soccer, Grace Dunnigan. And Women's Volleyball, Grace Sergel. Our winner of the Female Athlete of the Year Award is Jenny Corcoran, Women's Cross Country and Track and Field. Jenny Corcoran was a team captain of the cross country team this year. She was the SUNYAC champion, leading the Knights to a team championship as well. She was, of course, named first team All-SUNYAC and SUNYAC Runner of the Year. She finished second overall at the Atlantic Regional Championship and at the NCAA Championships, earning first team All-Region and first team All-American. She was dominant in all of her races this year, finishing first in every race except for regionals and the NCAA Championships, where she finished second. In indoor track and field this season, Jenny was the SUNYAC champion in the 5,000 and the mile. She was named SUNYAC Track Athlete of the Year. She led the Knights to their 4th consecutive indoor track and field championship. She finished number 2 all-time in the 3,000 in Geneseo program history and in the 5,000 in Geneseo program history. She had the 2nd fastest time in the country and was ranked 2nd entering the national championship for the 5,000. And she would have had a chance to break the 5,000 or the program record in the 5,000 at the national championship had it not been canceled. Congratulations, Jenny, Athlete of the Year on the women's side. And now on to the Men's Athlete of the Year. Our nominees this year were Corey Worth, men's swimming and diving, Sean McEnany, men's cross country and track and field, Andrew Romano, men's ice hockey, and Zachary Curran, men's track and field. Our Men's Athlete of the Year award for the 2019-20 season goes to Andrew Romano, men's ice hockey. Andrew Romano was a first-team All-American this year, as well as a first-team All-SUNYAC selection, as he led the nation for the 2nd straight year in both points and assists. He finished the season with 14 goals, 42 assists for 56 points. He scored 7 power play goals, including a pair of game winners, as he became the first Geneseo men's ice hockey player to record back-to-back 50-point seasons since Aaron Coleman accomplished the feat in 1998 and 1999. Congratulations to Andrew Romano, our Male Athlete of the Year. And now on to our final pair of awards, the Louise Kuhl Award and the Ira S. Wilson Award. These awards are presented to the senior female and male student athletes, respectively, who have the most outstanding athletic accomplishments over the course of their careers here at Geneseo. Let's meet our nominees for the Louise Kuhl Award. From women's track and field and cross country, Jenny Corcoran. We're going to do that again. From women's cross country and track and field, Jenny Corcoran. From women's volleyball, Grace Sergel. From field hockey, Julia Kim. From women's swimming and diving, Samantha Reichman. And from women's soccer, Taylor Clare. The co-winners of the Louise Kuhl Award, Grace Sergel, women's volleyball, and Samantha Reichman, women's swimming and diving. Grace Sergel became the most decorated player in Geneseo volleyball history this season. She was the SUNYAC Offensive Player of the Year for the third consecutive season, the first in conference history to win the award 3 times. She was an AVCA All-Region First Team selection for the second consecutive season, and was named AVCA All-America Honorable Mention for the second time, becoming the first Knight to ever win the award multiple times. She became the program record holder in career kills with 1,583. She led the conference in kills per set this year with 3.38 and total points per set with 3.8. She was a team captain each of the past 2 seasons and led the Knights to the top seed in the SUNYAC tournament each of the past 2 seasons. Samantha Reichman is our second co-winner. She was a 4-time NCAA All-American, a 2-time NCAA Honorable Mention All-American, and the 2020 3-meter NCAA Region 4 champion. Twice she was named SUNYAC Outstanding Female Diver of the Year. 3 times she earned SUNYAC Championship Diver of the Meet. She was the SUNYAC champion in 5 out of 8 potential events over the course of her career. She earned 3 first-team all-conference honors and 42 career first-place finishes, the most of any Geneseo female diver in program history. Congratulations to both Sam and Grace, co-winners of the Louise Kuhl Award. And now your nominees for our final award of the evening, the Ira S. Wilson Award. From men's ice hockey, Conlon Keenan. And from men's cross country and track and field, Sean McEnany. Our winner of the 2020 Ira S. Wilson Award, Conlon Keenan, men's ice hockey. In 4 years at Geneseo, Keenan was featured in 110 games. He scored 86 goals and passed off 86 assists for 172 career points. Twice he was named the SUNYAC Herb Hammond Player of the Year. He was a 3-time first-team All-SUNYAC and a SUNYAC Rookie of the Year and second-team All-SUNYAC in 2017. He's been an All-American each of the past 3 years, including first-team All-American in 2019 and 2020. He was the Sid Watson Award Division III National Player of the Year runner-up this season. In Geneseo program history, Keenan ranked 15th in career assists, 3rd in career goals, and 7th in career points. Keenan's 86 career goals and 172 career points rank first among active NCAA Division III men's ice hockey players. Keenan was also a finalist for the Hockey Humanitarian Award this year. Congratulations to Conlon Keenan, our Ira S. Wilson Award winner. I just want to say thank you again for joining us today for this quarantine edition of our Athletic Awards presentation. From our family to the One Night family, we are so grateful for making this possible. And to all of our student athletes, we miss you. Can't wait to see you again soon. And gotta go.